There you go. It's a little chopstick. Can you see me? You can see me. Okay, my little crafty monsters, we're going live today and we are going to make a Halloween wreath. The bestie and I. So we're going to attempt to. That's the goal, right?
That's the key thing that we're going to try.
But we'll see how it ends up. And so we don't have a plan because we never have a plan. We never do. So we're just going to wing it. We're just going to go with the flow, as I always say. So everything we basically purchased at the Dollar Tree, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to talk on that real quick.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, we're making our own wreaths for Halloween. We bought some of the stuff over at the Dollar Tree and some of it was at Michael's. But for the most part, everything is from the Dollar Tree. I think the only things that we did buy from Michael's were the ribbon and the wreaths. Hi, Chloe. So this is Jesse. This is my best friend.
Hi.
He has a crafting YouTube channel. His Instagram account is Paper to Masterpiece.
Yes.
And he does like all these amazing like do-it-yourself things, like from like little treat boxes to cards and tags. So it's a lot of stuff that he does. So we decided to get together today and show you guys how easy it is to make your own wreaths at home for the holidays. So it doesn't have to be Halloween. You guys can do Christmas, and that's my son. You guys can do Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Anything, any holiday, basically.
Or just because you want a beautiful wreath on your door.
Right on your door, yeah. A welcome wreath for all your guests.
Yes, see? So we really don't have a plan.
No.
We're just kind of going to wing it and see how this all goes. So he's going to be doing most of the talking because he's the professional over here.
Oh, go Lord.
And he's going live on his YouTube channel as well. So again, it's Paper to Masterpiece. Follow him on Instagram, and he has his YouTube channel as well where he has like all kinds of tutorials of how you guys can make all these things. Oh, by the way, our favorite movie around here is Hocus Pocus. So every holiday season, every Halloween season, we watch that movie. He freaking created the book, the spell book with the eyeball. He made it. So if you go to his Instagram, you guys can see the picture. And if you click on his YouTube channel, he has a tutorial on how you can make it yourself. So I thought that was freaking amazing.
Thank you.
So now let's leave it up to Jesse. So he knows how to do this.
The pressure is on. Okay, so like we said, that's where we purchased a lot of our materials that we're going to use today. And basically all we really need is a hot glue gun and maybe some wire. And I don't think we have zippy ties, but you could also use zippy ties if you don't use wire. You will need some scissors and some wire cutters because you definitely need something to cut the wires with. Like we said, we don't really have a plan, so we're just going to kind of look at our materials right now and try to guess what way we're going to go. I wanted to get this. I don't know what it's called. What is this called?
It's mesh.
It is, huh?
So you can. I've seen this at like I think even like I've seen these at the Dollar Tree, the whole roll.
Yeah. So we already blooped our video because this was not purchased at any of those stores.
Oh yeah, no. Sorry. So we lied.
Sorry, it was all her fault. So this one I purchased it in downtown LA. I go to a craft store called United Crafters. Oh no, wait, is it? Yeah, no, it's United Craft, something like that. United Crafters. I'll put a link in the video. And that's where I purchased this. It's actually pretty big. I think it has about 10 yards. It was only $3.99. Yeah, it's 10 yards. So you get 10 yards of this, and it'll go a long way. So this was the only thing that we bought in downtown, that I bought in downtown. Everything else was the Dollar Tree, Michael's, and that's about it. So let's not waste any more time, guys. Let's get started. So I don't know.
So what I think I'm gonna do for mine, because I wanted a big one and I couldn't find, like that.
She always does.
That one that looks like twigs all around. I couldn't find a big one, so I found this one. This is the hay one, and it's pretty big. It's 18 inches, and this was $6.99 regular price, and then I used my 40%, so I got it for like $4 and some change. Obviously, when they have the 50% off coupon, you can save even more. But I'm gonna wrap it with this beautiful Halloween tool. It's all sparkly, it's super glittery.
Glittery, because that's what you totally need.
You can never have enough glitter.
No, you
I always
can't.
say.
You really can't.
So look how pretty it is.
Do you guys know there's people that exist that don't like glitter?
I know.
Did you know that?
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
I know. I was shocked when I heard that because I was like, what do you mean they don't like glitter?
I love glitter, but yes, I'm gonna use this one. And then after I wrap it with that,
I copied her.
He did.
Mine's just gold. I was gonna get the silver
I
one.
got the silver.
I know, but the only reason why I got the gold was because honestly, you guys all know I'm colorblind. So this is gold, right?
No.
Well, I thought it was gold, so that's why I got gold. So we're gonna do gold, orange, and whatever other colors Jesse got going on right here. It's all a surprise.
So then I got this, like a little mesh thingy. So I'm gonna wrap that around. So I need to figure out how I'm gonna do that because I need it to be enough for this big old wreath.
Mm-hmm. So I got a bunch of ribbon. I got that little mesh. I got some little, this is also a mesh ribbon that I got at the Dollar Tree, and it has glitter and it's purple. And then I got some of those also, just like Yahara, but mine's are in gold and purple. Got some little spiders, some little skulls. Oh, these little skulls. Oh my god, everything's sticking to this this netting you got going on right here.
See, the good thing about him getting the same thing as me is that if I don't have enough, I can just take from his.
She's using me for the supplies.
Because I'm hoping that I have enough.
She said, come over, let's do this.
Because we had bought some of the stuff like early on, so we didn't know how big our wreath was going to be. So when I bought this, I thought, oh, I got this. This is going to be enough. But now that I'm using it, it may not, but we'll see. We'll figure it out.
She's going to cover it up so no horses come to her door.
Yes.
Okay, so what Jesse's going to do is I'm going to attempt. I'm going to attempt to cut this. And I'm going to use this as a guide because I want to cut them to this length. And I'm going to allow this to curl the way it's naturally wanting to curl. And then I'm going to, what? ¿Qué hiciste?
It's not enough.
Okay, so this time we're going to decorate it fully with stuff.
I think so.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to measure it so that I can cut this short. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start tying it all around my wire loop. And I'm going to start tying it on the middle ones. And I'm going to try to get it as full as I possibly can. And that's what we're going to attempt to do. Let's try.
Maybe in the comments. I know, but I have it like all over. It's like all over my hands, my legs.
She's a hot mess right now.
Yeah.
A hot mess. And for some reason, everything is sticking to this mesh.
So we're both a hot mess right now.
Okay, so seriously, we're supposed to attempt to make a wreath. I don't know if it's gonna happen.
We may not finish it, but and it's really funny because you guys, every time we get together to craft, we never get anything done.
She talks a lot.
No, I don't talk a lot. And it's worse when we have drinks. I was going to have drinks, but then I realized we really need to get this project done.
Oh, is that why you decided not to?
Yeah, because then
See, I should have brought my flask.
Oh, I do have vodka. No, and then I had to pick up the kids from school. But now that they're home, I may go make us a drink right now.
Then we definitely.
Because I'm trying to bribe him to let me borrow some of his.
Oh, so that's the deal. She's trying to get me drunk so that I don't see that I'm missing some supplies.
Because see, this little roll, this is 18 inches, so now I'm like short this part right here.
Well, you are short.
I am short, so it goes.
So, did y'all see what Jesse's doing up in here? So I thought I was gonna cut this in 3 because of the length of this, but I think I'm just gonna leave it at 1. I mean, I'm just gonna cut it once. So it could be this length. So watch, you guys will see. I know this does not look like anything right now. And everybody's probably like, what is he doing? What is he doing?
Yeah. He wanted me to do that one, but I like more simple, fast.
Well, I really thought this was simple and fast, you know?
No.
Because, no, it was.
Um,
Do you need more tool? Because mine's is not silver, unless you want gold.
So we're gonna have to improvise here, guys. Yeah, I'll take some of your gold. I just need this little part. And then we'll improvise to cover it up. Now the wheels start spinning once we start making something.
Okay, we're gonna put all this on the side because I'm not gonna use that after all. You wanna know something? I just realized it's gonna be a big mess on your table.
No kidding.
I'm so glad we did this at your home.
Originally we're supposed to do it at his house, but because I have kids and I have to pick them up from school, he so kindly offered to come do it over here.
Saved by the kids. Saved by the kids.
No. No.
What are we gonna watch?
Watch
You
us.
hear the dilemma going on in the background? Those are my kids.
We cannot watch anything, Mom. We cannot watch
Our stick's not working.
Yeah, we cannot watch it.
Oh, Sophie, restart the modem.
Wait, so do we just unplug it and then plug it?
I'm
And this is why I don't like doing the crafts at my house because my kids are very rude. And after we bribe them and tell them like, okay, don't bother us, they still find a reason to.
You guys have no idea how much candy we give them to try to bribe them.
It still doesn't work, guys. Still doesn't work. But if you guys have any questions while we're doing this, go ahead and ask them. I can read the comments from here. For those of you that just joined us, we are making our own wreaths. I have my best friend here, Paper to Masterpiece. He has his own YouTube channel and he shows you how to create amazing crafts. And we're applying like different, he's done hauls like Halloween ones, and he gets things like, he finds stuff like at the Dollar Tree, at the 99-cent store, where else? Like little hole-in-the-wall dollar stores.
Yeah, I try to go anywhere that says $1 or under $1, like Five Below, Tuesday mornings. Oh, we love Tuesday.
Yeah,
mornings.
we love Tuesday morning.
Or Tuesday mornings. Okay, so I wasn't liking how it looked when we were tying them into a knot. So what I think I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use the wire to grip this together on the bottom so that this stays kind of like a little ribbon. Hey, that's the way we're doing it. Because when I was tying it in a knot, what it was doing was it was separating these two tails, and they were spread out. And I want them to stay standing straight up. I was gonna say a word, but I don't know what word to use. And this is where either the zippy ties or the wire comes in handy. We're gonna use this wire.
So if you guys want to learn how to make those, then you can watch him. I'm more of a fast, something easy, fast that we can do. And this was, see. So I already wrapped it with the that glittery, can't even talk. Glittery tool.
You have glitter all over your face, girl.
See?
How'd
I
you
already
do that?
have it all over my
I
hands.
want some.
So this is what I use, not this one, but this is gold. Let me open it up so you guys can see how pretty it is. So this one's gold. This one we got at the Dollar Tree. So he got the gold one, I got the silver one. But I ran out, because mine's an 18-inch circle, the wreath. So I ran out, so I had to use some of his gold. But it's okay, because I'm going to wrap it with something else. And I'm going to cover it.
She's so lucky that I always buy 2 of everything.
He does. I'm always like, one should be fine.
I know, and I'm like, no, I need 2.
Yeah, I'm really bad at judging.
Well, I'm really bad at judging. I think it's just a compulsiveness of shopping that's like, I'm gonna need two. I'm gonna need two. I know I am. So,
So my kid's trying to grab my attention. He just handcuffed himself to the rail.
what a brilliant idea.
So I'm gonna go throw away the key so he can't get out. I know it's me, but he's really useless.
So my goal is that I'm gonna try to do a few of these, and then I'm gonna try to use some of the ribbon and some of that tulle, just to give it like different. I always call it medias, but different textures. This netting, obviously, it kind of like comes apart. So she did warn me about this, but I didn't listen. But I like this look because it's not so uniformed. I mean, she was yelling at me about Halloween being scary. So this is gonna look like a scary wreath.
So guys, let me ask you guys a question.
Don't answer,
Yes.
guys.
So we had this dilemma because, and I'll give you guys a tour of what my decorations look like at home. And this is nothing, okay? We like to go all out in my house. We have like body parts on the couch with this like mesh thing over it looks like there's blood.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a chainsaw, a fake knife.
It's not cute.
It's just spooky, you know, like what Halloween should be. So then I asked him, are you going to decorate? He goes, yes, you want to see my decorations? So he started giving me a tour of his house, and they're like cute decorations, like, oh, that's so cute. And I'm like, that's not what Halloween's about. It's about decorating all spooky, and it's just scary. So,
I was going for the cute and classy.
yeah, no. So my question to you guys is, when you guys decorate for Halloween, if you guys decorate, do you guys like the more spooky look, or do you guys like the more cutesy? Because I've been noticing there's a lot of people using like the pastel colors.
That was a dog, I swear.
There's more people using pastel colors to decorate for Halloween. So what do you guys like most?
The
Like
pastel weenie.
the pastel Halloween or the more traditional Halloween look? So you guys can answer.
I would go with the cutesy because cutesie's cute.
I don't know. We go all out. That's why. It's always been like that in my house. Like, put it this way: when we decorate outside our front yard, we have people that pull over and take pictures in front of our yard. That's how spooky it looks.
Yeah, she does an amazing job on decorating her home. Actually, for all holidays, it's not really just Halloween. But I don't. I always just decorate the inside so nobody stops at my house. They probably pass by and they're like, oh, that's the boring house that doesn't decorate. But it's not that I don't decorate. I just don't usually decorate the outside. So I'm just using little pieces of wire, and I'm kind of, I know it's hard to see because it's not really zoomed in, but I'm kind of twisting it on the bottom so it's basically holding these in, and then I'm going to start gathering them all together. So this is basically the look that I wanted. A little raggedy kind of look. Can you all see this? I'm going to do like all those one YouTubers.
What did they do?
I don't know, because they always do that, right? On YouTube and on all the videos, they always put their hand and they show things. I'm like, can you guys all see? I don't know. They always do that, so I wanted to do it.
You should start doing that for your videos.
She's going for the scary look.
So yeah, just so you know, guys, like I'm burning my fingers, and it's not fun.
Oh, I had those little rubber things. I forgot.
After I have blister on my fingers.
Well, yeah, but I want you to know my intention was I was going to bring them.
The intention was there.
The intention was there. I just forgot.
So look, guys, I'm just putting this little mesh thing around it. So what I did is I'm cutting it in strips, and then I'm using a hot glue gun and gluing it. So I gather it in the back, and then I glue it together there. So that's what I did up here too. So that's the back part of my wreath. So I'm just going to keep getting pieces of my mesh and then cutting it in strips and then just adding it. So that way I do have enough for the rest of my large wreath.
Do you think we're going to finish this in time today?
I don't think so. No, we have to because we're not drinking, so we're good. See? I thought ahead this time.
Yeah. You're being very vindictive today.
See, yeah, my husband knows that every time we get together for crafting, nothing gets done, but we're gonna shock them today. That we actually got something done.
I think we're going to shock ourselves a little more than anything. So this is going to be a little bit tedious. I'm not going to lie to you guys, because I'm barely not even on a quarter of my wreath.
I'm almost done.
And she's already almost done. She's going to stop and help me right now because...
So you guys can opt to do my simple one. If you guys want something a little more challenging, you guys can go with that.
It's not really that challenging.
But he knows that I'm more of a...
Of a quick and fast.
Yes.
Yeah. She's always been like that.
Yep. That's what he hates. When he starts explaining like a craft that we're gonna do, and he starts explaining the steps, and the minute he goes, no, it's not that hard. We can do it.
I'm like, once you start doing it, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But she does. She gives me a hard time sometimes when the crafts are, like, you know, when they have one too many steps, that's when she starts getting discouraged.
Exactly.
She's like, why can't everything just be 2 steps?
Because when you guys are doing this, like, watch your fingers. I'm using the back of my scissors, but you guys can use anything else.
But your fingers.
But your fingers, yeah, because it does hurt. Hi guys.
We're all concentrating right here.
I know.
We're trying not to mess this up.
Yeah, we're trying for it to look nice so that...
Yeah, because we are live.
Yeah, we are live and we want you guys to find this fun and easy to make at home. And you guys, if you, right now, Michael's has everything 40 and 50% off. Most of their Halloween stuff is already 50% off.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys should head on over and start buying your stuff now. They actually have they have black wreaths as well. Those are $19.99 and I think they're 50% off. So you get them for like 10 something, which is still not bad.
Excuse me. Yeah, but we were just talking about that. We were saying, okay, so it's like early in the season, but for some reason they're like not replenishing that little area of the Halloween stuff. So honestly, I would really go out there and try to grab whatever you can now, because I have a feeling that this year they're not going to put out that much stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Because usually other years, I used to work at Michael's and they used to replenish stuff.
Look, I'm liking how it looks.
That's cute.
But we're not even a quarter of the way done.
That's just the first part.
There's probably going to be 3 parts to this video.
Probably.
But it's okay, because she's going to look fabulous.
And I'm almost done. I'm just kidding. I'm not.
I know, she's going to start doing hers, and she's going to be halfway done with this. You know, honestly, I probably should have cut this before. I should have did some prep work, but I didn't think about it.
Well, because I kept telling him that the mesh was going to mess up once he cut it. But...
It is. She has a lot to sweep, seriously.
What?
A lot to sweep. I'm all like, pushing it to the side.
No, you're not leaving.
Just remember why we're friends.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, all you have to do is just let this curl, because obviously this is going to want to curl by itself. I'm like out of your camera. And I just cut it to where it's curling. I'm not really doing a specific measurement. I'm just curling it. And once I have a full curl, then I just cut it straight directly there. And then I cut this in half. And I'm just wiring it together, which seems to be working. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I didn't know this was going to work like this.
It turned out great.
I'm surprising myself. But that's why I always tell you guys that when you guys do projects or any craft and it doesn't look good in the beginning, or you think that it's not going to look great, just go with it. Just do it. Try it out. And if you don't like how it looks, keep going and keep going. Don't give up. I guarantee you at the end, you'll love it, right? That always happens to us.
Yeah, always happens. So here it is, guys. Just finished wrapping it with the other mesh. So for an 18-inch wreath, this is the hay one that they have at Michael's. I used one full roll and maybe like a couple of inches of another one. So you buy two. Mesh, I bought it at the Dollar Tree. It came just in a roll. Not even a roll, it just came stapled on a piece of cardboard. I just used one and I cut it into strips and I was able to go all around the wreath. So it gives it that little distressed look to it. So now we are going to start decorating mine. I also bought these little lights. I'll add these at the end. They're battery operated.
I'm always the last one to finish everything. Even when we go eat, I'm always the last one, and I look like I could eat fast. Okay.
So let's see.
So now that I have a little bit of this, I'm gonna try to put some ribbon just to give it color. So I want to use this tool. This is tool, right? It's considered tool?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the glitter
That's the
one.
pretty one. That's the purple one.
And again, I don't know what I'm doing. So I want it to be like this length. It's just basically cut it to the length that you are gonna want. And then I'm gonna use this to cut out a few of them so that they're basically all the same length. Look, the bottom part of this has silver.
Has what?
Has silver, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So it's like a double-sided. It's purple and silver. That's cute.
So guys, this was my plan to put this bat that I got at the Dollar Tree hanging from here upside down. But I'm gonna decorate the whole thing first and see how it might be too big to put on here. So we'll see after I put all my other decorations.
Well, there's not a lot of tool that comes out on these rolls, is there?
No, it's not a lot. Turn it off. Come on.
Oh my god, this is getting stuck on all this stuff. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna throw on a few of these because I want a variety.
You guys, like I said, if you guys want to make your own wreath, I suggest you start going to go buy your supplies because honestly, like they're running out of a lot of Halloween stuff. Like a lot of the stuff, like I said, we bought at the Dollar Tree. Like I bought this bat at the Dollar Tree. All the tool we bought at the Dollar Tree. We got these little skeletons. It's a 4-pack at the Dollar Tree. I got these cute spiders at Michael's. They didn't have any more when I went today. This I got at Michael's. I'm gonna cut them and then add them to my wreath. It's all glittery too. See, I love glitter. And this is still debatable. They're ornaments. I got them at the Dollar Tree. You see the eyeballs? They're really cute. So I'm still debating if I'm gonna use these. Then this at the Dollar Tree as well. And then this is the ribbon that I got at Michael's. These are $5 a roll, but they're 50% off. So that's a good deal for that. And then I want to show you guys this. I'm just giving Jesse time to finish his wreath.
This is gonna take a while.
I got
You
these.
should just bring out all your crap from there.
No kidding, huh? I got these tarot cards
Those are cute, by the way.
at,
I really
the,
like
at the
those.
Dollar Tree, at Michael's. It was the last pack, and I actually found it hiding between. I think somebody hid them, but I found them. and they're like for. Don't bother looking at my nails; they're messed up.
Don't try hiding nothing from us at Michael's because we'll find it.
Find it. Let's see. Let me show you guys what they look. They're really cute because I think I'm gonna add this to my wreath.
That would look cute.
Like at the bottom. So
Like
see,
some
they have
fortune.
different ones. I'm trying to hide my nails. Let's see. They have the magician, a centaur, Minotaur, strength, death, tower, moon, sun. So they're really cute and they look like just like tarot cards, but they're
Guess what movie's coming out tomorrow?
for embellishments for your crafting.
Guess what movie's coming out?
So while we're waiting for Jesse, I'll take my time, show you guys everything I bought.
Okay, show off. Just because you're already almost 95% done with
Yes.
your wreath.
Movie's coming out.
And I'm at like 20%.
When is it?
So these lights I got at the Dollar Tree. They light up orange, I believe. And all I need is 2 AA batteries, and I'm gonna actually put this on my wreath. I bought 2 because I think I'm gonna wrap it around 2. But actually should do that now. So that
Well, you can't really rush fabulousness, so it's gonna take a while.
so I may just staple this on here. But for those of you guys that just joined us, we're actually live on YouTube. And we're live on my Instagram.
Yes.
So the reason we're live on my Instagram is because I finally have my blog up. This has been.
And her phone stand back.
Am I what?
And your stand back.
And my stand back, yes. So I've been working on my blog for the past few years. I didn't know where I wanted to go with it, and I couldn't find a user-friendly app to create my website. So I finally found one, and I finally found what I wanted to do, and I'm super excited about it. So this is part of it. Do-it-yourself crafts on a budget. I have a large family, a family of 6, and we're always budgeting because, you know, to go anywhere is expensive. These kids eat like all day. So last week, on a very, very tight budget here, and he was surprised that I was able to feed my family of 6 for $33, and that included meals for the week, snacks, and stuff for their lunches. And I know it's impossible in California because everything's so expensive, but somehow I managed, and that's what really excited me, that I was able to do that. So that's basically kind of what my blog's going to be about, and about travel, finding fun, inexpensive, free places to take your kids on trips and things like that. So that's what my blog's going to be about. So I'm going to be sharing my website probably in the next few days, so you guys can go check it out. But this was the first step, showing you guys how to make a wreath on a budget, and it was really fun. So far it's been very fun.
Well,
So-
yeah, because you're already done.
Because I'm already done. So, yes, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let us know. If you want me to put the camera down so you can actually see how he's doing it, let me know, and I could angle the camera down so you guys can see how he's making each roll and attaching it. But thank you guys for joining us.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for watching. And you guys, definitely you should follow her, because if there's one thing that I have learned being her friend is that she really does know how to bargain shop on anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It's like foods, crafts, like places to go. And I'm not like that. I wish I was, but I just don't know how or where to start.
It's fun. To me, it's fun. It's challenging. But it's great to know, like, you can buy all kinds of stuff, you know, on a budget. It's always fun. But again, if you guys have any questions, let us know. If you guys want me to focus the camera down so you can see how he's cutting and adding.
The hot mess.
Yes, adding it, let me know and I'll angle it down so you guys can get a better shot at that. I'm actually gonna go get my stapler.
So, for my little crafty monsters who are just joining in right now, what I'm doing is I'm making a wreath, and I'm using this mesh net, and I'm cutting it into strips, and I'm tying it down and holding it down with the wire, so that you're basically getting this kind of little full look. I know it doesn't look like very much right now, but once I finish filling this all up completely, then it's going to look a lot better. And then we'll be able to go ahead and add all the decor, all the decorations, and whatever it is that I'm going to want to add onto this wreath. So far right now, I really don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going with the flow. And I'm really liking how this is looking. Like, I really do like where this is going. I think that once we get it really nice and full, it's going to look really nice. Now, if you don't want this to be all wild and stuff, which, to tell you the truth, I really don't have a problem with this. I actually like how it's looking. But if you don't, if you want it to look a little bit more cleaner, if you want it to look a little bit more uniform, you could always just get your scissors and give it a little trim and cut it down to whatever size you guys want. But for me, I actually like how this looks. So we'll continue.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the lights first, because then if I add all the embellishments, it's going to mess it up. So where's the front one?
They want to ask me that once. Oh my god, my battery on my phone is dying.
Okay, I don't know where the front or the back is, but
It's a surprise.
it's a surprise. So I'm actually going to try and staple it. See how this works on here. Oh yeah, it's going to work. So I'm adding it like at an angle. So I kind of wanted to wrap around. I bought two because I knew that my wreath was going to be big. So yeah, it's easier to just staple it on here, guys.
Oh my god, that's a cute little stapler.
So tiny, my little staple.
I thought you were all gonna come out with this like upholstery one.
I don't have one.
So how many is this one? 2, 4, 5, 6, 15. Can't believe that this is just like the corner of my wreath. What is going on here?
So I'm actually going to have the battery pack in here so that you can't see it. So this is the back of my wreath, I'm assuming. To be honest, I don't even know what the front or back was, but it all looks the same now.
I don't really think you could tell. I think
No, you can't really tell. So
we always just choose the ugliest part
actually,
as
let
the
me
back.
go
But
get the batteries so I can test it out.
well, we're not gonna put lights in my wreath because I didn't think of that until little Yahara here. But we're just gonna use my porch light. You know, I have a bunch of this in red. So we're gonna totally make this for Christmas too.
Yes, so if you guys can join us during Christmas. And
I was gonna do a tutorial on the Christmas wreath last year, but I didn't get around to doing it. But I'm glad we're doing that Halloween one because Halloween is my favorite.
yes, it's definitely my favorite too. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out how to open this.
That's why we're BFFFs.
BFFFFFFs.
I really should have did some prep time, seriously. But sorry guys, you guys are gonna watch me cut the wire and cut the mesh. Usually for my YouTube video, you guys know I speed up this process. I always speed up these processes when I'm doing this, but we're on live, so real time.
So I noticed I have everything in miniature.
Oh my god, she is coming up with a little stuff. You know, funny thing is that I'm always telling her she's short and little. And now she's coming up with all these short and little tools.
That is true. I'm just trying to make sure this works before I invest the rest of my energy.
Stapling it? Oh my god, I hate that when you do that.
It works, guys. It works.
We have lights.
We have lights.
So I'm assuming you didn't just buy these lights then, right? You've had it for a while?
I just bought them today
Oh.
at the Dollar Tree.
I actually bought a lot of my decorations for Halloween at the Dollar Tree.
And then I have incense for it.
They had a lot of cute little stuff. No, actually, you know what? I lie. You're right. It wasn't the Netty Night.
Yeah.
I did not buy nothing from the Dollar Tree except for the wreath. But for my home, I did buy a lot of the stuff at the Netty Night. They had some cute little bottles, some Halloween bottles, and they had little lights inside, so they turn on, which I thought were cute.
So since we're on the subject, guys, what's like your favorite Halloween movie of all time? You know what movie I've always hated and I still traumatizes me and I cannot watch it ever again, even as an adult? The Exorcist.
What? Oh, I know. I don't like those.
Cannot watch The Exorcist to this day.
My scary movies are like Scooby-Doo's Halloween.
Those are not scary movies.
Snoopy's Halloween.
Snoopy's Halloween.
Snoopy and the Pumpkin Patch.
Oh, I like that movie.
You see, there you go.
So for you guys following us on Instagram, what's your guys' favorite Halloween movie if you guys have one? What's like a must every Halloween? Like for our house, we always watch Hocus Pocus. We watch Halloween movies, the Halloween movies.
I watch a lot of like witch ones, so like Practical Magic, The Craft.
Ooh, I love them.
Oh, I love those movies. Hocus Pocus, of course, and I like a lot of the witch movies. Yeah. See, I wish I had magic, because I would have been like, oh, we would have been bippity boppity booping right here.
Yes, we wouldn't have to do this.
I would have totally been done.
We would have used our magical powers to finish this.
Yeah. But we weren't. We were born regular people.
I know, unfortunately.
I really like how this is turning out. I just
That's
think
really pretty.
I just think that the
I like how
time
you added this
here and there.
spider web, yeah.
Yes.
That gives it color. That's actually really, really cute.
Thank you. Even though I had no idea what I was gonna do.
That is true. We both sat here for a while before we started our videos.
Yes.
We looked at all the stuff that we randomly bought and then figured out, okay, what are we gonna do with this stuff? Like, how are we gonna do it?
She looked at me and she's like, are you okay? Because I was sitting there like
Not a clue, not a clue.
had no idea. I didn't know how this was gonna go. And honestly, to tell you the truth, guys, I was a little nervous because I'm like, we are gonna F this up. And to top it all off, we're gonna do it in front of everybody live.
Yes. I think that was the biggest pressure, that we were gonna do this live.
So we weren't sure if it was gonna actually be us making a wreath or us making a blooper
Yes, exactly.
of a wreath.
But I think it's turning out pretty good.
I think it is.
So if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, for those that have just joined, I'm adding the lights to my wreath. So I'm basically just wrapping it around and then I'm stapling it so that it stays in place. So I'm trying to hide the staples in the back so that you can't see them.
And I'm cutting. Because it's going to be a never-ending story. Speaking of, I love that movie, Never Ending Story.
Oh, I love that movie. My daughter was just showing it to me right now too. Yes, Bella?
Why do you have all this mess on your table?
Yeah, Mom, why do you have all this mess on your table?
This is Jesse's mess, Bella.
It really isn't, but, you know.
It is your mess. It's mommy's mess and your mess.
Mm-hmm. See?
Why did you guys make this mess? We're supposed to clean the house. We're supposed to leave the house clean.
Because with every mess, a beautiful creation is born.
Exactly. Right, let's go there.
How come, Jesse, you're making a different one and Mom, you're making a different one too?
We're making two different ones.
Why?
Variety.
Okay, so I got my.
You know, the honest truth to that question is because Mom doesn't want a complicated wreath.
I don't.
But you know, I want to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me.
Okay, if I put glue on the bottom of this, will it burn it?
Yeah, because it has a plastic. Oh wait, on the the plastic
We'll
on
find
the
out
wreath.
right now. Put it in the trash.
It's trial and error.
Is trash right here?
Yes, right there.
Do you trash in trash? I
She said your tiny trash. Yes, the little tiny one. Okay.
So you want to hold it up so they can see it over
Oh,
here?
I was all just looking at it myself. So this is what it's looking like.
How big is that wreath?
I'm gonna put, this one is actually a 17. Is it? Let me see.
Mine's an
No,
18.
it's an 18. So I'm gonna still add more like colored ribbon. Like I didn't bring any, but I wanted some ribbon like her spider ones over there, but just different color ones. So I'm gonna add some of that, and then once you decorate it, which is gonna make it look a little bit more full, because when you're looking at it in person, I can actually still see the wire in the back, and I'm not really liking that. But we will figure something out. Yes, we will.
Alright guys, so I have mine with the lights up. You can't really see it because of the bright light there, but I put little lights that I bought at the Dollar Tree all over. I wrapped them around. And what I did is I hid them in the back of the mesh, and then I put hot glue at the back of it to attach it to the wreath so that they don't move. So they're not budging, they're not moving. But I still have enough room to turn them on and off. So here's my wreath. So this is going to be the top because I have the battery packs here, so I want the heaviest part to be at the bottom, not the top. It's actually pretty heavy already.
It is.
Yeah.
It's all that hay.
So now I start adding the decoration. So I'll probably put a bow down here to cover this area that doesn't have lights.
You know, you notice how she keeps repeating that, like throwing it in my face. So now we're gonna add decorations, cause Jesse's still doing the wreath.
He's still working over there, so we gotta move this along. So I bought these at the not the Dollar Tree, excuse me. I bought them at Michael's, 50% off now, and they're black with orange glitter. You guys see it? So I'm gonna add that around my whole wreath.
Ah, these little guys have like little hands.
What?
This little net, I'm telling you, every time I run it through something, it like always catches it. Yes. Ah. So I am gonna attempt to finish this Crafty Monsters, but if for whatever reason I can't finish it, I will have to do a part 2 on the video. So, watch the glue gun right there, Belly. I said watch the glue gun right there. Don't sit right there, baby.
Please go. Go watch TV. Go watch TV.
Okay, so we're almost halfway done.
Mommy, can I
Put it back over there.
Maybe for Christmas, I'm gonna do it easier way.
Yeah. Mama, please put it over there.
Well, for my little crafty monsters on YouTube, they're used to me speeding up my videos. So
Oh, they are.
they never watch me do this like in real time. Isn't that right, my little crafty monsters?
My gosh, I'm getting like glitter everywhere.
I know.
So these you just have to use the wire cutters because they're really thick. He's just mad over here because he's not done
Because
yet.
she's almost done. I can't believe it. Why did you choose to do that kind?
Because it's from my house.
You're like so cheated.
It's just a smart thing to do.
I feel like we should have chose a wreath for each other to do. Like I should have chose one for you to
Yeah,
do. I think that would have been a lot funner. What do you guys
I
think?
don't think so.
Because you know I would have picked the hard one.
Yeah, you would have.
I would have been like, you need to paper mache it.
You'd have been like, you can handle this, you're fine.
I want a piñata wreath. Oh, this little guy. So this mesh is really hard to work with because he grabs all the other ones. It's like a little octopus.
That's really pretty though.
Thank you. I'm telling you, I was really scared in the beginning because
He had no idea what he was doing.
no, I was sitting here like clueless. I'm telling you, she was like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm really hoping that this is going to be enough, this 10 yards, because
He's not even halfway.
we are really
Just
bad at
saying.
estimating. You know that?
Yeah, we are. I'm horrible at that.
I am too. That's why I always get two of everything.
So you guys, I'm just adding these little branches and I'm using glue. So you kind of have to hold it down a little bit till it dries because it's taking a while.
And don't mind me, I'm just cutting.
All my followers are very quiet.
I know. They're concentrating.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to chime in and I can read all the comments from here, guys. If you guys have any questions for Jessie, any questions for me, it can be crafting related, non-crafting related. We're here to answer your questions.
Or if you guys just feel like talking.
Yes,
We're good listeners.
we are very good listeners. Are any of you crafters out there? Do you guys have any?
Oh, I forgot your group is more of like bakers, huh?
Yeah.
That's right.
So I still do both, the baking and the crafting.
So that is a good question. Are any of you guys crafters?
Have you guys tried to make anything yourselves? What's your favorite thing to make? Just trying to keep you guys engaged.
And then not watching us like
Yeah.
concentrate here. Because Jesse's trying to figure out what is going on right here.
Can you see on YouTube who your followers are or no?
No, it doesn't actually show the followers. It just shows how many people are watching. And then how many thumbs up we have on the actual video. But like on Instagram, you get the actual name of the people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I'm just trying to like spread out my little, what do you call these little vines? Just the tedious part is gluing everything together. And hoping it doesn't come apart.
It won't. Actually, the glue gun will hold it because that that little gauze material
Yeah.
looking thing. Yeah, it'll hold on to that. We are almost halfway there, my little crafty monsters. Okay, maybe not halfway there.
Put it up so they can see it over here too. So he's using mesh to make his wreath. He has a wire wreath.
And I'm cutting these into strips. I'm allowing them to curl naturally because how they're on this roll. So they basically, once I cut them, they basically want to curl naturally. So I'm letting it curl and then I cut them and I'm attaching them at the end. I don't know if you can see, but I'm attaching them right here with a wire. Originally I was tying this into a knot, but it was making the two tails spread out and I didn't like how that looked. So I liked how they are gathered together here. So it kind of makes it look a little bit more full. So what do you guys think? Is it yay or nay? You guys can tell me the truth.
So question for you is, which one would you guys prefer to do? That one or this one? They're both fun to make.
I feel like
It
you
just
just set me up
depends.
for failure right
No,
now.
it just depends on like your because I don't have a lot of.
Patience.
Well, I do have patience because obviously, like I bake and I make all these crafts, and it takes a lot of patience. But for me, I'd rather do things that are faster and easier with less.
I ain't gonna argue with
What do you
that.
call that? Less.
Hassle. She likes the hassle-free.
Less obstacles, I should say.
Yes.
That's why I opted for this one so that I could just add to it. To be
Yeah.
honest, like I didn't even know what I was doing. I just bought stuff as I saw it. 'Cause Jesse told me just buy things and then at the end just you'll figure it out. It'll come to you. And it did.
Because, like, honestly, we never really plan anything. And I always say this over and over in all my videos. Like, I don't plan stuff. So it's not like I'm going to say, oh, you know what? The wreath, I want it to be, I want it to be this style. I want it to have this and I want it to have that. I don't normally do that. Like, I just buy all kinds of stuff that I like, or if I already have it, I just pull it out and I put it on the table. And I just use things that I like. And then I just go with the flow. I just start putting everything together. And it always turns out okay, right?
That is true. Everything always works out. And it actually ends up coming out better
Than you thought.
yeah. That is true.
Especially when we get a lot of the compliments from people, like the feedback from you guys, and you guys tell us how beautiful our creations are. That's what it's about.
Yep.
That is what it's about. So, I'm actually getting a few new viewers on here. For my little crafty monsters that are just joining, we are making a wreath. We are attempting to make a wreath, and it's actually coming out really good. And this is basically what it looks like so far. Okay, I'm just tying a bunch of. Should I go under the table?
I know, that was scary.
So I'm just tying them and then I'm just attaching them with a wire.
What the heck is that?
Yes. So, this is actually really fairly easy. And honestly, I keep saying this, but I'm going to try to do this one for Christmas because I do have a lot of this left over. So you guys stay tuned for a Christmas tutorial on
Yes.
a wreath. I'm sure you're going to make one too. And I think this time I'm going to choose the one that I want you to make. And then
No,
you can choose
that's
mine.
not gonna be fun. See,
All
I'm
those-
adding the little.
If you guys want us to choose each other's project, let us know.
No,
It won't be fun.
Yes, we will.
I won't be having fun.
I'll be like, I want your wreath to look like a snowman.
Why is it tiny?
Because Instagram only
Allows certain amount of.
posts a certain amount of time.
Alright guys, well I'm gonna have to log off for a few minutes. Thank you guys for joining us, and I'll log on in a little bit to show you guys. Let me
Well, we are still live here on
Yes.
YouTube.
Not on Instagram.
So we will continue here, the little crafty monsters. Like I said, I'm hoping that this wreath comes out perfect. I'm liking how it looks so far, so I like it. I like it. If you guys are gonna make any wreaths, I would like to see how they look. You guys should definitely create something and post it on my Facebook on Paper to Masterpiece and show us basically what you've made. Let's see.
I'll give you something.
So I'm just continuing to turn this, and then I'm going to cut this to the length of the actual curl. And then once I got this, then I'm going to fold this in half, and then I'm going to cut this in half.
Can I have a candy? No, can I have a sticker?
So we're going to cut this in half, and then we're going to use this as 2 pieces.
Can I have candy? Welcome to Troy, I'm having candy.
So then you just tie it like this, and then I'm going to attach it with a wire.
Candy. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so this wreath is really easy, guys. Really easy. And you can use any color that you guys want. Like I was saying earlier, the mesh that I actually am using here, I purchased it at a craft store called United Crafters in downtown LA because we live in Los Angeles. And a lot of the other little tool and stuff, I basically purchased that at the Dollar Tree. So what I tried to do was I tried to use a lot of the materials that I would either find at the Dollar Tree or that I would find at the 99-cent store. Places that were fairly inexpensive, but yet it was accessible to a lot of us. And then also too, because I know that they mostly carry most of all the same merchandise. So I know a lot of them carry different merchandise, but for the most part, they're pretty much similar. So you'll be able to find almost the same products for your wreath if you want to kind of like duplicate it. So yes, a lot of time, but totally worth it, my little crafty monsters. Totally worth it.
Come back.
So my little crafty monsters, this, for those of you who haven't seen Yahara, this is the bestie. And she has a Instagram page called
Yeah, Sweet Surprise.
Yeah, Sweet Surprise. And she's also starting a blog, so you guys definitely should go and follow her. She's going to show you guys some amazing tips on how to save money on meals and trips and all kinds of good stuff. So you guys definitely hop over to her page on Instagram, Yeah, Sweet Surprise, and check out her crafting skills. So, do you have your link there for your blog yet, or
No, it's
in the process?
It's in the process. I'm actually yeah.
So you guys stay tuned because you guys don't want to miss out on that. I know everybody loves to save money, right? And do things on a budget. So
Always
great
fun.
tips. Yeah, great tips coming your way, guys. So the bestie is also making a wreath.
And I'll show you guys. I used a different type of wreath. The hay looking one.
The hay, yeah.
But I wrapped it with the tool. I wrapped it once with that, and then I wrapped it with the mesh. So now I'm just adding like little decorations. I bought these at Michael's. They're on sale. They're 50% off right now. So So like I've been telling everybody, just they're running out of a lot of stuff. So I suggest that you guys go soon.
Yes. You guys may think it's the beginning of the season, so you guys are okay.
So for them, it's the ending of the Halloween season.
Yeah, exactly. Because you guys got to take in consideration. Think about how long their Halloween stuff has already been out. It's been out for a while, so I don't really think they're going to replenish a lot of the stuff. They might do a few items, but I don't think a lot of things. So if you see something you guys like, you should really grab it now. And coupons, right? Coupons always make it easier.
Like this Wreath that I bought, it was $9.99 or $6.99. Sorry, it was $6.99, and I used the 40% off because that's all they had. So I got it for like $4 and some change. So you can't go wrong.
You can't.
So sometimes they do have like the 50% off, and that's when you want to take advantage of it.
Yes. And for Michael's, they do the competitor coupons as well. So if you have coupons from Joann's, feel free to use them there. They'll take them. Which is extra discount, so that's...
It's always a plus.
Yes.
So I'm just adding all these little vines to my wreath. So they come in the stick, and then you just cut them with the wire cutter because they're really thick. It's actually a wire. But it gets a warning, it's a lot of glitter.
A lot of glitter. But if you like glitter like us, then that's not a
Then you're
problem,
okay,
right?
yes.
Then feel free to sprinkle it everywhere.
My husband's gonna get home and be like,
They were crafty.
what the heck happened here?
But everything looks so much better with glitter though.
He laughs because like sometimes he goes out and he has like glitter on his face, and like women look at him like, why do you have glitter on your face?
Yeah.
So he avoids it at all costs.
I always either have glitter on my face or I have ink on my fingers from the ink pads all the time. I remember once I was painting something and the lady's like, you have blue and green fingers. And I was like, oh, I was stamping.
And see, I usually have like, because I bake, so I make cakes and I cover the fondant. So I color the fondant, and sometimes I don't wear gloves and my hands get stained with like
Yes.
purple or the pinks, and it's a hot mess.
Fondant stains, guys.
Yeah.
Mom, this is where me and my dad are going.
Okay.
Under the table. That's where our house is going to be. I'm going to tickle you.
This part is kind of hard, like to get the wire, because I was cutting the wire kind of short because I didn't want too much wire sticking out, but you really can't see the wire in the back.
No.
Well, I see long tracks
That looks really
down
pretty.
here.
Doesn't it? Thank you. It's kind of looking the way I wanted it. Oh my god, that chair moved and I got scared. She's trying to scare me here, guys.
So that wreath does look really pretty. But like I said,
It's tedious.
it's a lot of tedious work, which is what I try to avoid, guys. So
You guys know me, I'm all about the tedious.
yes, and I avoid all that.
I like challenges.
So let me start.
I always think that you guys should be up for challenges and challenge yourself on making projects that you feel intimidated on, because you will surprise yourself.
And it's true, because sometimes I've done things where I didn't think I would be able to do it, and I actually surprised myself
hmm
making something.
I think we always just second guess ourselves, you know, we always
I
think
agree.
that. And we really, really shouldn't do that anymore, because I think that everybody is capable of doing anything that they want, really, and creating anything. You just got to really look at it and let your creativity take over, and trust me, you'll figure out how to do things. Like, honestly, in my head, kind of had an idea what I was kind of going for. And I just started doing it. Like I said in the beginning, I tried to tie it and it wasn't working. So that's how you guys are going to learn. You guys just try it out. And if it doesn't work that way, try a different way of going about it.
Yeah, it's whatever works for you guys.
And so I'm curling this because I want it to be that little tube kind of. And then I'm going to put it like this on the wire, and then we're going to gather the wire around it to tie it down. And I'm not counting, so I don't know how many of these per section I'm doing. But it's quite a few. It's a lot.
Are you halfway?
No?
So I'm gonna be done with mine, and then I'm gonna.
And then she's gonna help me.
And
Yay, we're getting dinner!
We are.
This is why I'm taking my time.
I wanted to save you.
It was all a plan. It was all a plan. I'm like, if I take long enough, I know she's gonna have to feed her kids.
So just an FYI, if you see Jesse fanning himself,
I'm always hot.
he has his. What do you have your temperature at your house?
65, 69.
When I go over his house, I have to wear a sweater.
She has the oven on. It feels like an oven.
I have, my house is at 77. The lowest we'll put it is 76, and that's like really cold for us. So that's why this is like super hot in here for Jesse.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna see me find myself, and that's why, because she's trying to kill me.
I am.
She's trying
I'm trying to make him hurry up.
She's trying to. She doesn't want to feed me. No, but seriously, it doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm always hot.
So I'm thinking of adding these like 2 cards like that.
Really cool.
Maybe one with the ribbon. But I'll do
Mommy,
this
put
at
me
the end.
back in the dog
You're
pound.
what?
I only have one day for work, and then I'm gonna.
So my goal was to add this
Dog pound.
here, which I think it'll still go.
I was gonna say, why you're not gonna try it no more?
No, I am, but I need to figure out.
I'm really liking how this is looking, guys.
I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to add my bat to the center of my wreath.
Mom, you didn't waste the battery. Look.
I have an idea. You guys always save your scraps.
Yes. I'm constantly getting on them about that. Saving scraps. Like Jesse's standing up now. That means business. We're trying to
That means
hurry up.
it's serious.
Now we're just trying to hurry up. Maybe standing up will make me work faster.
I'm trying to cut this thing. Alright guys, this was the stem to the little sticks I was showing you. So I'm actually going to use this to glue this on here and have the bat hang from there.
Oh, that would be cute. Like there
It
was a
looks like a
branch.
branch.
Yeah. Awesome. See, creativity.
Okay, put your socks in the dryer because.
Yes, go. Actually, let me go get some more glue.
Where are my glue sticks? I think I have some in there for the girl. In the bag on the front. The
This
little
bag?
zipper, yeah. Yeah, because you guys would definitely need a lot of glue sticks.
Yeah, you need a lot of glue sticks. Were we just talking about how much glitter we have? Why is there glitter on these glue sticks?
For extra touch.
Alright guys, so I'm just going to glue mine. And make sure it's going to be the center.
She put lights on her
I did. I bought the lights at the Dollar Tree, guys.
I like lights on roofs.
See?
All those who want me to take them off of her roof, put them on mine, raise your hand.
You know, Jesse, I'm not like you were telling me.
I know my little crafty monsters will side with me.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
This is really hard to work with though, because it wants to automatically turn.
And it wants to curl?
Yeah, it wants to curl, but I mean, obviously that's what we want it to do, not when we're cutting it, because she's being a little stubborn. Oh.
Just holding it on her so it stays.
So I was just thinking today, my little crafty monsters, we're gonna do 2 live videos because we're doing the wreaths, and then when I get to my office, we have a few swaps that I received. We're gonna do a Happy Meal review.
A Happy Meal?
Yes, a Happy Meal. That sounds so good right now. Crafting always brings the hunger out. She was laughing at me because she found out one day that I have snacks in my craft room, and I called them craft room snacks.
Yes, I didn't know that he kept snacks in his craft room. I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Sometimes I don't want to leave my room. And if your creative juices are flowing and you don't want to be interrupted, I mean, you know.
I wonder who else keeps snacks in the craft room.
I know, that's a good question. Does anybody else keep snacks in their craft rooms, or is it just Jesse?
you, I think.
I'm gonna get a bunch of comments. No, it's just you.
It's just you.
But by the way, what do you keep in that room?
See, there you go.
Miguel was like, I think you should do a little refrigerator too.
A little mini refrigerator.
Should I have had some of this color too, or no? Just keep the purples.
I would just keep the purple.
Oh my god. I totally forgot about this ribbon here. I totally wanted to use this.
You could still use it.
Oh my god, this is so glittery.
It is.
I love it.
That was glitter.
No, I literally, seriously, grabbed everything that had glitter. All right, now that she was showing you guys these little balls, I was thinking, where did I see it? I think I saw it at Target. They had a garland that was made of this. So all they did was they got these little styrofoam balls and they covered them in glitter, made the eyeballs the way these are made, and then I'm assuming that they got upholstery needle and a little black ribbon, and they stringed them all, and it looked really, really cute. So I was actually thinking, because when you showed me these, I was like, you know, I think I want to make one of those little garlands.
Well, I don't think we use them already.
And that little kid said, did the ghost wrap up in, did the ghost, what? He said, why am I in the toy shop? And he said, did the ghost bring me in the toy shop? And he said, did the ghost wrap me in the Gagiko?
Oh my goodness.
The ghost didn't wrap him in the Gagiko. Well, what does the Gagiko mean?
I don't know. Alright, this is coming together.
Slowly but surely on my end. Some of these are a little too long though, so
You could just cut them out?
yeah, feel free guys to trim down, give your little wreath a trim down if you need to. Because remember when I was cutting these, I'm not really measuring them. I'm just going with it, so they're not gonna all be exactly the same length. But I wasn't going for the uniform look. Which something of Halloween in my house has to be a little messy, right?
Yes, it does because it's Halloween.
This is
Yeah.
crazy.
You know, like Jack Skellington. I love that movie.
Jack Skeleton is awesome. I'm so in love with him. But he's not scary. I think he's cute.
So I had found this rose on in my Halloween decorations. I actually don't know why I had it. Oh, sorry.
She's all throwing things at me.
But now it's coming in handy because I'm actually adding the leaves to my wreath.
Oh, that's cute. You know, it's so funny that you're adding that because when I was in my craft room and I was trying to grab things that I was going to use for this, there was a white rose on my thing, and I was like, I should just paint black and use it. But then I said, no.
Everywhere. Daddy.
Yes.
If mom, if daddy's home, then I'm gonna lock it like.
It's gonna lock them out.
Just gonna lock her dad out.
And like that. I'm gonna lock the door because if dad's here, then I'm gonna.
So I added spiders to mine, glittery spiders.
Yours is looking good, and mine's is looking still not done.
Mom, look at
I don't know if
Tate.
I should add these skulls.
Mommy, look at Tate.
I'm gonna add a few stuff here and there too. I just don't know
And then
now on the style that I'm doing.
I'm gonna unlock.
I don't know how I'm gonna attach them.
When Dad comes home.
Because I don't know if I'm gonna put the ribbon up here, or here.
Where do you have your battery box?
They're right here on these sides.
Oh, there's two?
Yeah. One on each side. So I'm thinking maybe adding the ribbon up here.
Mm-hmm.
So I can add these little skulls. See how cute they are, guys?
You guys will find so much stuff at Dollar Tree if you guys haven't already discovered all their Halloween stuff. I wish there was a faster, easier way to do this, guys. And I could show you of it, but there isn't.
There isn't.
It's all time consuming, but well worth it. Please do not get discouraged on doing this, because I could guarantee you will like the end result.
Yeah, it's fun work though. It's tedious, but it's fun. Like I said, the end results are pretty cool to see your creation come to life.
Mm-hmm. And make it fun too. Get a few of your friends together and have everybody make wreaths.
Yeah, it's a fun thing to do like with friends. So like,
Then he looks me and give me besitos.
set a date with your girlfriends and craft.
Those are always fun. Always fun. So I'm trying to hurry up because she's almost done.
I am super excited.
And it doesn't matter how fast I'm going, it doesn't look like it's really doing very much. So, like I said, guys, I don't know how I'm going to attach my stuff on here because yours is a solid wreath, so you could glue things onto it. These are just, I'm wondering if I'll be able to like hot
You can
glue.
glue like hot glue stuff because these aren't heavy.
So it'll probably hold them down
Mm-hmm.
though. Good idea. And then originally what I wanted to do was I wanted to put this little lighting pumpkin kind of in the middle right here. But we will see what happens.
I feel like I have glitter all over.
I feel like, oh, you do. But it looks fabulous. I have little people skeletons.
Smaller than these?
Yeah.
Mom, here's there's trash. The trash cart.
See, I bought this ribbon at Michael's. Look how pretty it is. The spiders are like, what is it, like velvet?
It's like butter.
Like butter. So I think I'm gonna double up on my ribbon so that the back is orange and the front is.
I'm not good for.
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
See again,
So-
remember we talked about how much glitter?
Oh, and that's chunky glitter.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's a little easier to clean up.
Yeah, but it still gets all over.
It does get all over. But,
So this is my idea.
oh, double the ribbon?
Yeah. So that. Alright guys, I'm gonna step out for a few seconds just for dinner.
And we will continue here.
So I'll leave you guys. Give Jesse a chance to catch up.
Which is, you'll probably finish dinner and I'll still be here.
Yeah.
Halfway done. Well, slowly but surely though, we're going to finish this, guys. Okay, so this wreath is taking a little longer than I expected, but that was the vision that I was trying to go for, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. Now, if you guys want this to be a little bit faster, you guys definitely will have to do some prep work. So basically, like, cut the ribbon ahead of time and then cut your wires ahead of time. So then like that, you'll have everything already ready, and then you could basically, like, just go with the flow once you have everything. Okay. What are you eating, Chasey? Her dog is eating the ribbon. So like I said, guys, I really want to see some of the stuff that you guys create. If you guys create some wreaths, I definitely want to see what you guys make. You guys should definitely share on our Facebook on Paper to Masterpiece. And like I said, you guys should definitely go and check out the Bestie's page too on Yaya Sweets on Instagram. She has a lot of amazing stuff. Also too, she does have a few stuff on sale, so you guys should go and check that out. She does cute little tumblers and shirts and stuff like that, so it's a variety of things. So out of the 10 yards that we basically use, this is what we have left, and I've already kind of covered basically what would be almost half of it. So it looks like you would need about 2 of these in order to finish a whole entire wreath, I'm thinking. And the second row you probably won't use as much, because this looks like it's going to be a little bit past, probably 3/4 of the way. But this mesh gets stuck on everything. It's so hard to cut. But I think that if you guys do like the prep work, you guys will definitely won't have so much of a trouble cutting this and then having everything ready. I should just keep cutting a few of these, huh? Let's just cut a few of them and have them already there. This is so hard because this row just keeps rolling. And then it keeps snagging onto the ribbon that I've already cut on the wreath. And then we're gonna let this roll naturally and then cut this in half. And this will basically be 2 of them. I was gonna try to cut 3 out of 1, but it didn't work out, so. That's okay. That is okay. So has anybody already started decorating for Halloween? Because we are on the second, guys, and if you guys haven't already started, you are a few days late. So again, I'm just turning this, and then I'm going to cut this in half. And then we're going to keep adding, and just keep adding. And I know in the beginning, guys, it doesn't look like very much. Trust me. Trust me. Keep going at it, keep adding, and it's going to continue getting more and more full. And you could arrange these, you could cut these down to whatever size you want, or you can leave this like this and just keep going. So then grab the pieces that you already cut, let them curl naturally the way they want to curl. Grab this in the bottom, put it in the wire, and then with another wire just tie it. So basically all we're doing is we're grabbing this, putting it through the wire on both sides, like so. Make sure that it's all even. Now this part that's actually sticking out, we're going to cut that, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about it being uneven right now, guys. But once you get it right here, then you're going to hold it down, and then you're going to get the wires that you cut, and you twist it, and that's what's going to hold them down. And that's what's basically holding them all down. So this is basically the look of the wreath that we're getting. Okay. Now you can continue adding more and more to make this a little bit more full. And I think that if you make this a little more full, you won't see the wire inside as much. But for me, this is okay that you can see the wire because, I mean, we are using a net, and so the net is transparent, so, well, it's see-through, so you will see the wire. I mean, there is really no hiding that, unless you later on go with something black and put it, you know, around here to cause a shadow, a darkness, and then you won't be able to see the wire as much. But like I said, for this case, I'm not really too worried about that, guys, because we're going to add a bunch of decorations on top of this. We bought a bunch of stuff from the Dollar Tree, and you're not really going to notice it. I think it's just me that I know that you could see it. So we're just adding, and I think I ran out of, I have to cut some more of these guys. So I can't emphasize it enough, guys, on how vital the prep work is. Had I had these cut already, it would be a lot easier where I'm just grabbing them and putting them together. But in this case, it's taking a little bit more time because I actually have to cut each item that I'm using and then go from there. So we have to tie this one down first. So we have this one. We put it in through the wire, okay? I'm going to gather it in the bottom as close to the wire as I possibly can. Then I just grab one of those other wires that I just cut. We're going to go around the bottom and we're going to attach that. And just twist it. There's really nothing to it. Now the wire that I'm using, I bought this also at the 99-cent store, and it comes in a pack, like a 3-pack. So the wire is pretty pliable. It's pretty bendable. You could bend it, so you don't really need too much like pliers or anything to twist it. You could basically twist it with your fingers. And you just keep adding and adding. Just keep adding.
I'm back.
So the bestie's back. Because she's going to help me.
No.
She's actually not done with hers.
I'm not what?
I go, you're actually not done with yours.
I'm not. I'm still adding to mine.
So would you say that that's halfway?
No.
I know. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of it, guys. So I'm putting a cluster of the black mesh, and then I'll add some of this tool. Where I have another one. So this tool that I have here that I purchased at the 99. So I'm adding this to give it little pops of color here and there. I mean, we're gonna add more stuff on here, but as far as the ribbon part, that's what I'm using.
You guys just make like a big bow. How do you do this ribbon?
Is it the wired one?
Yeah.
Yeah, just make a really big
You go
bow.
like that.
Do you have the bow dabber?
Oh, what? In the crafting, Papa. Crafting.
The bow dabber
See that?
to make a bow. Yeah, that's cute. Staple it. Yeah, Bestie, no, you can't use that.
I just folded it all. See? Looks like a little fan. See, I
I
could
need
just
that
do
right
this and then just add like a little hand here and voila.
Well, I mean, like, you don't have to get too technical about the bow if you're gonna actually have something hold it down, like hide it. If you are gonna put a hand on the
I
front.
think I am going to put the hand on the front. Cheers.
That would look cute.
Thank you, sir.
So, we just keep adding and adding, guys. Adding and adding.
If you log on to your YouTube on my laptop, can you see?
What they're seeing? Yes.
But can they put comments on it?
Actually, yeah, they could. I don't know. I don't have it to where I could see the comments on here right now. So if you guys are commenting, I'm so sorry I can't see it. But yeah, if you were to, I should have probably just turned it on over here. That is what I do. Good idea.
I was actually going to pull
I'm
up
sorry,
my
guys.
laptop,
I like totally forgot to oh, what the hell is it doing?
but I'm having technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, yes. That's what we are doing. Oh look, there we go. We're echoing. Also, we did have some messages. I'm so sorry. See, if your heart wouldn't have told me, I would have never known.
That's what I'm here for.
Ugh. So Leticia says that she can't wait to see the end result. I know, neither can we, girl.
Yeah, neither
I
can
really
we.
hope that it's actually good. So we'll see, But it's actually really easy, guys. It's really easy. It's not as hard as I first thought. And Bevy, is that Bevy? Yeah, right?
What?
The one above? So hi to Bevy and Gamer2591. Hello. Yeah, this is tedious. So now we're gonna add some tulle. So like I said, I'm gonna add some of this tulle that I purchased at the 99-cent store because I wanna have a little bit more pop of color. Even though we're gonna add decor on there and most of all the decor that I'm using is different colors, I still wanted some color from ribbon. So, let's see. So I'm using this as a guide. I think this one's a little too long. As a guide. So cut it to the length that you guys want when you're gonna tie it onto the wreath. And then just use that like a little template to continue cutting all of the other ones. So they're kind of the same size. They're not going to be exactly the same, but close.
But
That looks cute. See, look, this gets stuck to this mesh. So funny. Alrighty.
I should have done a live video when I was making these graduation cups.
Which ones?
Remember for my graduation?
When you were making the what?
When we were making the graduation cups?
Oh, yes. Oh my god, that would have been so funny.
That was hilarious. That was actually funny. Okay,
Yeah.
so I made my bow. I did the double layer with the glittered at the bottom and then this see-through spider one. And then I glued a hand on the middle ribs. So
That's
now,
freaking cute.
it's just a matter of figuring out where on the wreath we're going to put it.
I'm almost there, guys.
I'll be back.
Oh my god. And I'm still going to be in the same spot. No, we're not, guys. Let's have faith. Let's try to hurry up so that when she comes back, she'll be so surprised. I'm setting myself up for failure. I know I am. So like I said, I'm using the tool in this little area, just tying it into a knot, just to kind of give it a little gathering right here so that it gives it some sort of other color here, so it's not just so, you know, just the black and the whatever color that is. Is it gold or is it orange? Or I have no idea. But so it's not just the black. I'm throwing in that purple. And then continue adding and continue adding until your wreath is completely full. Okay, so I'm going to cut out a few of these just to have them already done. Try to make this go a little faster, guys. Now remember, it's not going to be like totally perfect, but that's okay because nobody's really going to notice it. It's just going to look like a bunch of ribbon. And then once I'm finished with this, I'm going to totally take a picture of this on my door so you guys could basically see how it looks up on the door. That's all we're doing. We're just cutting. We're just letting this curl to a curl, and then I'm cutting that strip, and then after I cut the strip, then I just cut it in half. It's all just repetition, really, and then it's just basically attaching it to the actual wreath. And I'm going to tell you guys right now that I'm not going to have enough of this tool, but it's okay because we'll continue to do this. Until I run out of the materials. It's so funny because I'm watching the video and we're on a delay. So we're trying to finish fast before the bestie comes.
I'm back.
Oh, but she came a little faster than I thought, so I'm not really done. We were trying to, me and the little crafty monsters, but didn't work out. Hey, so I'm literally running out of this mesh.
Are you not enough?
No, so I was telling my little crafty monsters that I'm most likely going to use 2 rolls. So 10 yards is not enough for an 18-inch wreath. The good thing is that I do have another roll. I just didn't bring it. Just didn't bring it. Jesse did not prepare it properly. Are we going to go live on your Instagram?
Yes.
We are going live, my monsters.
So just so you know, we are making some wreaths. My friend Jesse is here, and he has a YouTube channel and an Instagram called Paper to Masterpiece,
Yes.
and he creates amazing crafts. So we decided today to do a craft making wreaths on a budget. So I spent a total of $20 to make this wreath. How much did you spend?
Actually, you know, to tell you the truth, I don't even know how much I spent. So my wreath was about $2.50 with the coupon, and then this was $3.99, and then I would.
I was going to show you my Halloween decorations that I have, because we had a debate going that he wanted.
Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. I'm so sorry, we had a little minor interruption right there. Something happened with the phone, but the bestie was doing her Instagram. Oh, are you back on?
Yeah.
Sorry, she's back on.
So we're gonna give him some time, but.
Did you guys hear the sarcasm in that? It's because I'm taking forever.
So if you can see my mantle, I have all those books and little potion bottles, the skulls, and we have these guys that turn on. All those sparks right there. Let me turn
That's the bestie with her scary decorations.
Then my table, I usually have that in the middle as my runner with the little beakers and the spell books.
But I have all my mess there.
Now he has this whole mess going. Let me show you guys how he's doing it. So he ties it with the wire. So instead of making a knot, he ties it with the wire and just pushes them all in.
Super easy, guys. Super easy. And you were to think that this is kind of fast, right? But it is time consuming.
So that's how it's done. So here we have our little body parts. If the kids were playing with it, we have a little thing, and we have the actual mesh all across. It's a mess right now. The kids have been messing around with it. And then we have this big guy. We usually have him outside, but we haven't decorated outside.
We just ran out of
We have him
wire,
inside.
so we're gonna have to cut some more.
The entrance goes off. It's just that it's not open now. We have a little skeleton dog. And we have our skeletons going. And he's actually got up too.
My wire's all tangled. I don't know what's going on here.
There we go. So that's a little peek into how we decorate. There's still more decorations that we haven't put up. We usually put them there. We put more spider webs, and then we put kind of blood windows and
The gory look.
Yes, because we're having a debate that he was actually opting for the more cutesy Halloween theme, and I'm more of the spooky Halloween theme. So that was our debate, and I promised you guys I was going to show you really quick my decorations. But I'm still working on my wreath. I'm almost done.
I wish I was done. It's gonna be a while.
So I had to take a break to make dinner for the kiddos. So I'll log back on here once I continue with my wreath and show you guys how it's done. So thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you in a bit. Can you guys see all the glitter on my face? Look, I'm sparkly.
She's a glitter bug.
Because everything I had was glitter. So this is glitter. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in a bit.
No, don't you guys go anywhere. You guys stay where you're at. Because we are continuing. So, we're still tying, guys. We're still tying, and we are still adding these little, I don't know what I want to call them. They're like little tubes of the mesh. That's what we're calling them. Alrighty then. We're almost halfway done, guys. So after we're almost halfway done, then we are just gonna have to really put everything together, the decorations. The problem with this right now is I don't know if I'm gonna have enough of this netting to complete this wreath. I underestimated on the amount, but have no fear, guys, because I have another roll at home in my office. So I would probably have to do a part 2 on that, on finishing this wreath. But so far, we're almost halfway done. So for the amount that I've done right now, that was basically one roll, and the roll contained 10 yards. And in the 10 yards, I paid $3.99 for it. And that was purchased at a craft store in downtown LA. So, fairly easy, guys. You guys should definitely try to make a wreath. I want to see what you guys come up with. Oh, her dog was barking at me. I'll just say, Bestie, your dog's eating me. Okay. Now, when you're putting these into this little area right here, the edges of this kind of little netting tends to want to snag onto the to the next one, so it is a little hard to work with, but I'm telling you guys, the end result is what it's all about. So is anybody going to the scrap convention here in Ontario? If anybody is in like California area, the Bestie and I are planning on going. So if you guys definitely see us there, you guys should definitely stop and say hello to us. We would love to say hello. I was telling everybody about our little expo field trip we're gonna do.
Yes, in November, right?
Yes, the 3rd of November.
Anybody going?
So like I was telling them that I'm running out of the mesh. This is bigger than I thought, huh?
Yeah. And you guys can make smaller ones. I've seen those wire wreaths at the Dollar Tree, but I think they're 8 inches.
Uh-huh.
They're an 8-inch wreath, and they're at the Dollar Tree, so you guys don't have to make them that big, but we wanted big ones because it's for our front door. But you guys can make smaller ones to keep inside your house.
And definitely right now, guys, you guys should go out there and really grab one of these wire wreaths, because when I went looking for them at the Dollar Tree that I have nearby my home, they were out. They were out of these wreaths. So I think a lot of people are making their own wreaths for the fall and for Halloween.
It's a lot of do-it-yourself.
That's what's in right now.
Yep. I should put this here. Huh?
Like I said, that's great. I like that bowl.
Cute, huh? Yeah, right now it's like totally in to do the whole do-it-yourself projects, which is fun, especially when you do it with like friends. You get a couple of friends together.
Now, out of personal experience, I've learned that do-it-yourself projects are not always the cheapest route.
They're not.
They're really, they're
Well,
really
you can
hard.
like. It just depends where you shop. You know, like me, I don't mind finding places and doing it like. I actually found a Dollar Tree, 99-cent store up the street from my house, and I took them there, and we found all kinds of pretty cool.
Oh yeah, totally spend like close to $30 on just like
We bought a lot of stuff.
just crafting stuff, little stickers. Well, actually, there's a haul. It's one of the very first hauls
Oh,
on
yeah,
my
on your
YouTube
YouTube.
channel. Yes. So if you guys haven't checked that out, you guys definitely check that out. And you guys will be able to see what we purchased that day.
So now the thing I'm gonna need to figure out is how I'm gonna hang these. Probably wire, right?
Yeah, I would do a wire. Only because like that it'll be a little bit more secure.
Yeah.
I know, the good thing is that mine's is a wire, and then my home, on my door, I have one of those wreath holders.
We have a nail, which I think we're gonna need a big
Yeah.
on the outside.
Well, yeah, because yours is heavy. It's that whole bale of hay you have going on right there.
Because I was trying to look for the one that has the branches, and I did find it. It was a black one at Michael's, but the problem was that I was trying to stay on a budget, and they were $19.99 and then 50% off, so they would have came out to $10. So I would have been way over budget of what I wanted to spend. So then I opted for this one because $39 and I used my 40% coupon, so I got it cheaper. So that's the only reason that I use this one, but
That was the same reason why I went with this wire one as well, because originally my plan was I was going to get a picture frame, remember? We were going to get a picture frame, and I was going to alter that and make it into a wreath, because I've seen a lot of people use picture frames as a wreath. But the size and the style that I was looking for was not anywhere in the budgets that I was trying to stay within. So we ended up going with this, which honestly, to tell you the truth, guys, the way this is turning out, I'm actually glad that I went with this route and not the actual frame. Not that it wouldn't have looked nice, it's just that I'm liking how this one is looking.
Huh?
my wallet back.
So the bestie's almost done with hers,
Yes.
and I am now halfway done with mine. I'm running out of materials. So I most likely will have to do a part 2 once we get home.
Do you have more of them?
Yeah, I do have another roll of these. Why didn't I bring it? I have no idea. I really don't. You know, honestly, to tell you the truth, I saw the roll and I saw that it was 10 yards, and I thought to myself, self, that's probably going to be enough, right? Well, myself was wrong. Obviously. But, so I have 2 more. And then I'm assuming this video is coming to an end.
You
Because
can start decorating a little bit.
of the edge, I don't want to. Well, at least one of the reefs was finished, complete.
That's a first for us.
That is a first. Because usually she's always distracting me. And I'm a very hard worker. I concentrate.
Yes, we all believe that, Jess.
They're all like, we've seen your videos. You're not always focused.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on dinner again. And I'll give you more time.
Yeah. She keeps doing that, guys, to give us more time to try to finish our wreath. But little does she know she's setting us up for failure anyway, right? Because we're running out of materials. So that's not gonna work. So far this is what we have. We should do a half crescent moon. We have right now. Okay. This is the last one. And then we'll have to finish this later on at our office at Paper to Masterpiece because we'll have more of the materials there to finish this project. Where did my wire go? Where did you put it? You guys keep hiding everything from me. What do you guys do? Oh, there it is. Okay, now you're dropping things. You guys are just being very vindictive. I don't know why I did that. I cut 3 wires. Alright. Okay, so far this is what we have. Okay, we've already finished more than half of the wreath, so now we're just going to need this little quarter of the wreath, and then we're going to be done. However, we just ran out of materials, so we're going to have to continue this at Paper to Masterpiece, and yeah. So that is all for now, my little crafty monsters. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it for you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, and also tell a friend. Also, don't forget to follow the bestie Yahara at Yaya's Sweet Surprise, and she'll be having her blog soon, so you guys don't forget to check that out too. Because we all like saving money, and she's basically going to give us some tips on how to save money. So this is her wreath. She's almost done. Almost done.
Pictures of it.
Yeah. We will definitely post pictures. But like I said, we are basically out of material here. So we will continue this video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it for you guys. Bye, my little crafty
guys.
monsters.
Thank you for joining.